Hello,
Oh, hello.
I'm Sami,
And I'm Steve.
and you're listening to Roast Plate Special, the most dramatic, uh, burger offingest, uh, Charles New Herringist, gay men's chorusingest recap podcast of the Golden Bachelorette ever.
Ever.
And oh my God, what an episode! What an episode! I think
It's
that's
so
my favorite
wholesome.
Men Tell All ever.
This is
I think it's
like
my favorite episode ever.
okay, so in the history of reality TV, has
Yeah.
there ever been less conflict?
I don't think so. I mean, it was so wholesome. Like it was so cute. I just love all of these men and they're amazing.
They all
And
love each other.
yeah, they all love each other. And I was like, I don't think that like I could cry more. And then like they just kept topping it. They're like, actually, I see you and raise you. You're gonna cry again. Cause I was like, after Jonathan came out, I was like, well, I'm not gonna cry this much for anything else. And then
Yeah.
Charles came out and I was like, just kidding. I'm crying more.
Charles, date my mom. That was amazing.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh.
Good crowd plant producers. We enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, you're playing right into what we want. So, but stop teasing us, okay? But I will tell you, I mean, do you want like a mild spoiler?
Yes.
It's like out in the news already. It's not going to be Mark because he's in a relationship.
Oh.
Yeah.
With who? Kellyanne Conway?
Shoot, no, somebody from the franchise. Hold on, let me see. I'm going to like open other tabs and then my camera's going to go bad again. I'll have you all know the new computer is on the other side of this desk and it is about half together. And it does turn on and the monitor does work. So by next time it should be ready, I think.
Should be ready.
Yeah,
And when you
I'm just
say
trying
from
to
the franchise, you mean
like
the
Bachelor
Golden
Nation.
franchise. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
is it Claire Crowley? Who is it?
Hold on. Let me shoot. Barbara?
Barbara.
There's
Okay.
well, it's a rumor. I don't know. But there's a rumor that he's dating Barbara. There was like a picture of them getting pretty chummy at like a Halloween thing. And yeah. Anyway, so okay, maybe it's still him. Who knows? But I don't think it is him. So if it's not him, it's not Jonathan. I don't think it'll be Pascal. I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't know. I just feel like we're laying out a really good lane for Charles.
Yeah, yeah. How did he
Just
meet
saying.
this woman? I
I
gotta
don't
know how Mark met this. Like that doesn't like I
don't
get
know.
how I know you
Bachelor
don't know.
Nation meets each other.
I know they all meet each other, but it's like I get it because all of the like the non-golden bachelors, bachelorettes, it's like, oh, we're on group chats and oh, we go to Sundance or that's what it's called.
Sundance?
No, Stagecoach.
We all go to
What's
film
Sundance?
festivals together.
We go to Sundance Film Festival. We
like
watch
the
the
opposite
latest
of what
art
they do
films. No, that
together.
is the opposite of what they do together. No, they watch country music stars that I've never heard of at Stagecoach. They do these things, but like I'm pretty sure none of the golden folks had like Instagram prior to this. Like this all
Listen.
had to be facilitated for them.
I'm sure, but I actually only heard that. That's all I know.
Okay,
I know
okay.
no more than that, so I'm
But even the fact
not
that they're
good.
hanging out, like that they're in the same room.
I'm
do you
just
think
saying.
Maybe they called each other on a landline
Maybe they called each other on a landline.
and then wrote letters.
Maybe they did. I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't know. It's a rumor. Who knows?
I love it.
But anyway, welcome everybody. Officially welcome.
Officially.
Wherever you're watching this, listening to it, you found us there somehow, but you can also find us on TikTok at Pop Culture Diner. You can find us over at Instagram. Oh my God, I have to talk about something about Instagram. And on YouTube and wherever podcasts are listened to, just look for Pop Culture Diner. I know it's confusing. I don't care.
Go with it. Yeah.
Yeah, just shut up. Just kidding.
Clever.
So okay, so get I told you about this. Okay, obviously nothing eventful happened last week. Nothing that would be depressing or horrifying or, whatever, emotionally disturbing. Well, there was one thing. And that is I was looking through I never use Instagram. Let's put it that way. I never use Instagram. It is my least favorite platform. I've always hated it. And so I go on it as infrequently as possible. I'm like this weird, I'm like a boomer and Gen Z mixed together because I'm like, I like Facebook and LinkedIn and TikTok. Like, I make no sense. Okay. Those are my favorite platforms. Really, it's LinkedIn and TikTok. I mean,
You're
Facebook,
so old and so young at the same time.
I'm like, I go on for the events for Facebook. I gotta stay tuned in with what people are doing, and that's the best event place still. So yeah, so like I don't even like really look at Instagram. There's a lot of times where like if someone sends me an Instagram post, I won't even look at it. And that's probably how most people feel when I send them TikToks. So I understand. But like you should look at TikTok, especially if it's going away. But anyway, so I'm like very fancy. We've got an assistant who helps us with our clips. So thank you. Shout out to Deja for being amazing and doing
Shout
all
out
the best
Deja.
clips. I hope you like edit in some other like cool stuff right here. Like if you do a clip of this. It's like yes, like a plaque that says like Sami says I'm the best or something like that. Anyway, so I was like, "Hey, can you help me log into Instagram because like I literally don't even have it on my phone. I don't have the credentials." Like I just said, "Why don't you set one up?" Because she was like, "I really think you should have an Instagram." And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, okay, just set one up for us, you know." So
Mhm.
I literally have not looked at it, have not managed it. I'm sure she sent me the credentials months ago, and like the other day, like it was last Tuesday, an uneventful day. I was like, "Can you just give me the credentials?" And she's like, "Yeah." So I log in and I look through and I'm like, cuz I was like, I don't want to like there's not a lot of people I care that we're following, but it
Mhm.
was like the worst thing that could have happened. I was like, "Oh my god, you're following my ex-husband."
How did
And
that
it
happen?
was
Was it just like people you might know or
I'm sure
something?
it was like a suggestion because like I said,
Yeah.
I'm never on Instagram.
Mhm.
And I'm sure it was like connected to my other credentials and
Yep.
like contacts and stuff. And it's like people you may know. And she was just like going down the line and like, okay, 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 like build up a couple people. Like, what's wrong with that? Absolutely had no way of knowing. Like, and I
Ah.
was like, oh my God. And I was like, unfollow, block, like the fastest I've ever done it. But I don't know how long that happened for. And so that's interesting. And but I told her, I'm like, I think I'll probably talk about this on the podcast. And she's like, that's funny. So anyway, nothing else scary happened on
No.
Tuesday. That
But
was the
also,
only scary
like,
thing.
always log into your Instagram because your ex-husband could be there. You don't know.
Oh
Like,
my
you gotta
God.
check
No,
it.
see, never log into your
Never
Instagram
log
because
into
ignorance
Instagram.
is bliss.
Did he follow back?
No. That would be
That'd be
so
sick.
freaking weird. That would be
Yeah,
so weird. But anyway, we're on to bigger and better things. We have a Jilly Box to open today. It's
it's
my
true.
favorite day. It's Jilly Day. Also, new nails day. Okay. So I went in and I got my nails done and I said, I want you to channel this. Okay. And so she goes, flannel nails? And I said, sure. And so she did.
Channel the flannel. I
She did
love that.
flannel nails. Look at that. Flannel nails.
Amazing.
As
Amazing.
and two of them are blur, as Gabby would say. Blur blurred.
Mm.
Okay. But only two, so I can't go blur, 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 blur. Anyway, but it is the Jilly Winterbox for the
Very exciting.
thumbnail.
For the thumbnail.
We're doing it for the thumbnail. Okay, so um all I know about this box is it's like about celebrations and being being sparkly. It seems like champagne-y holiday type of vibes.
I feel like this is the closest we've gotten to a legit Jilly sponsorship too, because we always, we promote her box, we always open it, you always sign up for it, and now you're not even in the Jilly lottery. You're like an
I
official
know.
Jilly person.
I'm an official subscriber. Jilly, seriously though, we gotta
Yeah,
talk. We gotta talk,
we
Jilly.
got to talk.
We gotta talk because I'm obsessed. I won't open this until later. Everybody knows this. I did buy one add-on and I know this comes with a skirt. That's all I know. I don't know anything else. You do get some
Mhm.
like kind of I feel like I got some additional sneak peeks as a subscriber. I feel like my experience was a little different.
Ooh, wow, VIP first class.
Just saying. But yeah, so I figured this was a good episode to open the Jilly Box because there's not a lot to talk about
No,
except for
what do
the
we?
fact that I just cried a lot
Yeah,
on this
everything was just
yeah,
like,
on the
oh,
episode.
that's nice.
It
This
was
whole
so good.
season, I look like a horrible human being because I'm just going out of my way to find reasons not to like people on this show.
Yeah.
No, we're all non-toxic people and we love each other and we have wholesome male friendships together.
Yeah,
Great.
that does kind of make you like
The
not
worst.
the best. Yeah. Not the best. Not the worst, but not the best either. But yeah, I mean,
Can't be my normal catty self. It's horrible.
yeah. I would say, biggest Bachelor Nation things I've seen. I haven't seen a lot. But like Jonathan welcomed in the golden children and did like a little initiation ritual and said like welcome to the franchise, welcome to the family.
Mm-hmm.
So that was cute. Everybody is really loving Jonathan on TikTok. I mean, obviously me included because I knew he was a winner from the beginning. Come on. Just saying, I called it. But his TikTok game is very strong. His lip sync game is very strong, so it makes him
Mm.
very good at TikTok. And Jen and Sasha are really fueling relationship rumors because they got booted off of Dancing with the Stars, seventh
Mm.
place, completely robbed. I agree. Like they were really good. There's no reason they should have left this
Well, they
early.
look very cozy together.
Yes. Yes, there's a lot of them hanging out at each other's places and stuff, and I mean, mostly Jen hanging out at Sasha's place, because she's just got, like, a little, apartment or something that she rented for Dancing with the Stars.
Mm.
But then, they went to the Wicked premiere together.
Ooh.
Hair and makeup outfits looked on point, and, and then they were like, "Well, what about, like, what do you say to the relationship rumors?" And Jen's so good at, like, being, like, fake ditzy. She's like, "What do you mean relationship rumors? Like, people are talking about us? That's so weird. What do you mean? What are you talking about?" So cute and great. Yeah, she's like, "What? What do you mean?" And, of course, like, Devin is the actual devil,
Mm-hmm.
and, like, somebody posted something about gosh, now I'm trying to remember whose comments it was in or whatever. Someone had posted something about Jen and Sasha, and, like,
Mm-hmm.
God, I don't know what it was, sorry, but basically he responded and was like, "Sasha's a girl's name." Like, Devin's a girl's name. Do you
Devin is
really
a
wanna
girl's
go
name.
there?
Yeah. Do I go? No.
Yeah, someone pointed that out online. They're like, Devin is also a girl's name, and also, what a weird Sasha is a boy's name." Like,
Yeah.
it's like,
Kind of works both
"What
ways.
are you talking about?" So
Mm-hmm.
anyway, Jen is winning. Um, yeah, and Devin
Mm-hmm.
is very much still losing. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, you know what else is a guy's name? How about Kim? How
Yeah.
about our beautiful, wholesome boy, Kim,
Oh
the
my
little
gosh.
Captain Lee doppelganger that I
Yeah.
love more than anything in the entire world?
We have Captain Lee at the Bachelor Mansion, okay? We don't need to
Mhm.
go get Captain Lee from the
Yeah.
ship. We have him at Bachelor Mansion. But, uh I don't know how to transition into this anymore because I had a thing and now it's gone. But first thing on Jilly Box is a cake plate.
A
A
cake plate?
fancy a
What
fancy
separates
cake
a cake
plate.
plate from a non-cake plate?
The stand. What do you mean?
Oh, I thought it was a cake stand, not a cake plate.
Well, I think they're the same thing. This one obviously doesn't have a cover though. But I'm
Okay.
hoping it's the right color for the house. I think it will be because I mean, her color palette's very similar to mine. So,
What if you only ate
ooh,
off of
nice.
plates on pedestals, like elevated plates only?
This is nice. It's just like milk glass. That's classy. That works. Very nice cake plate. I actually almost bought a cake plate not too long ago, and then I didn't. So now I have a
Because
cake plate.
you felt the spirit of Jilly moving through
I was
you.
like, Jilly's gonna give me a cake plate, and it's gonna be so
Yeah,
pretty. This is really nice. I do
that
like
is
milk
nice.
glass. Yeah, that's very nice. It's classic. It's just classic. All right, first one coming in strong.
What
Who
do we
wants to
got?
have cake at my house? Also, the other thing I have that'll go perfectly with this? I have those like vintage snack sets, which I don't even know how popular they actually were. It's like one of those things you find at antique stores all the time, and you're like, how
Mhm.
much did ladies in the 60s actually use these? Or were they just something that everyone thought they had to buy and didn't use it? I've Googled this and I cannot figure it out. So anyway, golden people who listen and watch the show, tell me, did you use those snack sets? Are you familiar what I'm talking about? Like
Are you talking about like the little divided like things you
they're like little usually glass trays, and then they have a
Mhm.
little divot for like a cup.
Mm-hmm.
glass cup that comes with it. And sometimes they even had another divot for a cigarette.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That
So
sounds good to me.
yeah, so I
I'd
have
take
like,
that.
well, so if you want to come over for cake and snack sets,
And cigarettes.
well, BYOC.
BYOC. Wait, and then when the cake's ready, you're gonna put it on the cake plate, and then you're gonna ring your dinner bell that you got from the last Jilly Box.
Yes, yes. Oh, that's set up, by the way. I mean, we
Oh, that's
use it.
good.
We use it for, well, we'll probably use it for like Thanksgiving, although it might just be the two of us this year because I'm overwhelmed right now with school. But
It's fair.
I'm still gonna go all out. I'm still gonna dress up. I'll use the Jilly linens and I will ring that bell. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. And use the, wait, did she? No, no, I got those somewhere. Wait, now I can't remember where I got the candlesticks. I was like, did I get those from Jilly or somewhere else? I think somewhere else. West Elm. I got those from West Elm. Same diff. Okay. I just pulled a piece of paper out of here. That's not that interesting. Better Battery Company. 25% off Better Batteries. Carbon neutral, long lasting batteries that keep both your kids' toys and your household devices powered while protecting the planet.
See, now you just gave 'em a free ad read. How about that?
Well,
Give
Better
us some
Batteries sponsor
batteries.
us.
Yeah.
Well, we get 25% off. Yeah, give me my own code. Well, Jilly has a code. So anyway, if you had a Jilly Box, you would have a code, but you don't have Jilly Box, so you don't get a code. Okay, I love this. At the beginning of the episode, Jack and Charles walk in and they're doing the same thing where they're like, "This place is so nice. Oh my god, I love it." And I'll never get tired of them being like, "This is amazing." I also like that we got more clips of Jack being like, "Oh, this chandelier is so good." He's like, "I used to clean chandeliers. It takes 6 hours.
That was my
This
favorite
is
part.
a
It's like
nice chandelier. They did a
the
good
most
job."
old man thing, right? Where it's
Yeah.
just like, yeah, it's like, yeah, I used to clean these 6 hours for the shit. You can see it's clean.
He's like, "These look so good." He's like, "Someone cleaned here. Someone cleaned here recently. Okay,
Yeah.
this is nice." And of course, Kim
Classic
comes in.
old Midwestern dad move
Yeah,
where it's
Kim
just like,
comes
I'm
in.
deeply observant of something no one cares about.
Yeah. Kim comes into the kitchen. He's like exact opposite. He's like, "Well, this is all wobbly. You know what I do? I tear this out and start over."
It's Sarah.
I was like, "Oh my god." I love that we got to see a little more Jack, more Charles, more Kim in this segment. And also I do like that they settled the burger debate that I've
Yeah.
been thinking about since the beginning of the episode. Now I need to know, what camp are you in? Are you team you can put barbecue sauce on burgers, or are you like absolutely not, get that the hell away from my burger?
Okay. So, two schools of thought here. This is like the, oh, should you put pineapple on pizza? I'm pro pineapple on pizza personally.
Yeah.
I understand if someone doesn't like something that I like, but also it's like, who cares? Like,
I
but if
love
someone's
pineapple
making
on pizza,
burgers
for the
for
record.
me, like if you're like, Steve, how do I grill a perfect burger?
Mhm.
Nowhere in that conversation would squirting, store bought barbecue sauce enter that combo at
Is
all.
that really like a New York thing, or did he just make that up?
He made that up entirely. That is not a New York thing. No one
Are
has
you
ever done it.
sure?
100% positive. That is
Hold
not a New
on.
York thing.
Let's see. New York style burger. That's all I'm typing. Okay. Pastrami and gherkin.
That sounds about right.
That
Yeah.
sounds like a New York style.
Mhm.
Let's say every single one of these is a little bit different. Well, and they're also saying their signature sandwich is also pastrami.
Mhm.
Okay, this says, okay, that's a Gordon Ramsay
Yeah, I mean,
burger
maybe if you're in,
patty.
like, Kansas City or something, but I can't think of
Yeah.
a but no, it's not.
I'm like, is
If
that a
anything, old
thing?
Chalk should have been, talking about
Yeah.
this.
No
But,
kidding.
yeah, it's just not like, again, I'm not saying you can't do it, but there's really no reason to do it. All you're doing is you're edging closer to meatloaf. This is the same with people who get a bunch of ground hamburger and they put like eggs in there before they make the burger patties. No, you're halfway to meatloaf. Don't do that.
Yeah. Okay, this is interesting. All right. So, okay, there's one, hmm. There's like a hickory burger that someone mentioned, but I don't know. It seems like it's one place. Um, but you know who has a recipe for a barbecue burger?
Who's that?
Taste of Home. Of course, Taste of Home would
Does
have
it
it.
wait? But it has barbecue sauce on it. Is that?
Yeah, it's like in the last 5 minutes, put barbecue sauce on it. That's such a taste of home recipe.
Oh, the other thing he did too, which drives me nuts, but I get it. This is a real dad move. They don't want the flare ups from the grease. So they put foil
Mhm.
underneath it. But then what happens is like the foil gets too hot. And it's like if you're in high school and you would like smoke a bowl with foil, don't do that. Sorry. Don't demonetize this. Uh,
Don't demonetize us.
but like
A
all you're
bowl of
doing is like
cereal.
it tastes like it just tastes like chemicals because you're literally like lighting aluminum foil on
Yeah.
fire and all that is leaching into the meat. So I'm guessing these burgers taste like slightly overdone barbecued metal. That is my assessment
Mm. And
based
what
on
do
what
you
I
think
saw.
about the press down versus leave it alone?
Do not ever press a burger down unless you're doing a smash
Smash
burger.
burger, which I love
Smash
smash
burger,
burgers.
acceptable. But
Yeah,
also, it's like when you do
that's a
that, you
different
start with a
thing.
ball and then you immediately smash it. But if you have a patty that's already cooking, you can't do all you're doing is drying out the burger. You can't do that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
it's a different taste, it's a different vibe.
yeah. My dad would have whacked me upside the head with a spatula if he would have seen me doing that. You kidding me?
So what you're saying is you wanted to try one of Jack's burgers.
I did. I would have
Okay,
loved to try Jack's burger. As
okay.
soon as I saw, I mean, I was like, "That's a good looking burger." First of all, second of all, I was like, Do I think Jack would have provided a gluten free bun for me?" And I believe
Yes.
that yes, he would have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, because he worked in he's like a caterer. He
yeah, he
definitely would have
knows.
had
He
gluten-free
knows.
buns. Yeah. Yeah. Jack works in catering. He
He's safe
definitely
serve
gets
certified.
Yeah, he definitely gets dietary restrictions. Yeah, that's what other thing I was thinking. I was like, they definitely held this at the right temperature and before
Hmm.
they passed it out. They had him in like warming compartments that were totally like copacetic. Like I'm
Yeah,
not worried about it at all. But I was like, wouldn't it be funny if the next big outbreak happened because of Jack's burgers? I
that'd
knew
be
it
great.
wouldn't. I knew it wouldn't. Jack, I
Yeah.
have 100% faith in your abilities. But I was like, we've been talking about food safety in class with my students, and I
Hmm.
just read all their reflections in the last week, and they're like, like I have food safety is on my mind. I'm looking at everything differently, and I go, wow, that's not safe. And I'm like, yeah, that's kind of what happened. Sorry,
Hmm.
sorry, that just has that effect on you. Okay. This seems like kind of an empty box because that was, like, the biggest part, but there's a lot of little stuff, and I know there's a skirt in there. I know there's other
Or
stuff in
so
here.
you think.
I got some really nice cards and envelopes. I actually always run out of cards and then forget. So these are cute. Oh, this this is kind of adorable. Okay, here, I'll show you what they look like. Don't look, Mom, in case I give you one of these. This says, "A whole lot of love." Ooh, hello.
Mm.
Cute. Foil. This says, you're simply the best." Okay. And then this calls for champagne.
Mm.
These are cute. And this just says, "Oh, heck yeah," which is very on brand for me. The most on brand card. Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, they're just blank inside. They're super cute. And I always need cards for stuff. So that's great.
There you go.
So love it. I kind of like if I see like a cute I am such a Midwestern old lady. If I see like a cute card, I'm like, I'll grab that just in case. I'm sure I'll use it for something and I always use them. So very practical gift, Jilly. Thank you so much for that. Like I got it for free. And then let's see. Oh, uh okay. I don't have a ton of stuff before or up until Jonathan. So, any other notes before we get to Jonathan?
No. Again, it was just like
It
it
was
was
just
just
so
one
good.
wholesome thing after another, and it
Mhm.
was fun too because you genuinely had no idea what was coming next because you weren't like, "Oh, I know they're going to address this
This
point of
drama,
conflict, this
yeah,
drama," or I mean, same thing. Like I love watching Real Housewife like reunion episodes, but I also know exactly what they're going to scream at each other about.
yeah,
Whereas this, it was just like, no, nothing bad happened. So the only thing we can do is talk about how much we love each other and then do little bits like Jack's burger thing or,
yeah,
Kim's thing that we'll talk like
yeah.
all this stuff. Yeah.
It's so cute. Yeah. So anyway, so Jonathan comes up and like, yeah, that was like when I really started crying. Like I was just like, "Oh my god." And he's like talking about his journey and just feeling, like he's been seen for the first time in a long time being with Joan and he had never been to prom and that was a big moment for him to go to prom. And then like the surprise story of Mark's post-it note. in his coffee, like before, like he gets up before everybody, and Mark thought to like put that on there, and it was like these affirmations that he could put on his mirror at home. Oh
Mhm.
my God, I couldn't handle it. I was like, that's so sweet. That's so nice. I can't
That's good.
even deal. So that was beautiful. What a send off. What a classy guy. Such a great segment. I don't really have anything else to say about it than that, except for at the end, he talks about how he's seeing somebody now. So I'm happy for him. But I was also like, he'd be a great Golden Bachelor. So I'm like,
He would be.
oh, dang. Okay, but good. I'm glad. I'm glad for you. But I'm also sad for me and my TV.
We're sad for
Um,
America.
we're sad. We're sad for America, but we're happy for you, Jonathan. And then and then Mark has an emotional segment as well.
Yeah.
Um, and why wasn't Kelsey there? Do we know? I wasn't sure. I was trying to Google it.
Hmm.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's a
She
good
was
question.
busy.
But yeah, she wasn't
She was
there.
busy. Didn't get invited.
No,
No.
sorry, not on the guest list.
Joey's like, I'm the family now. No, maybe she had like some work, something. I don't know. Something came up. But yeah, but he was like happy to be here. I don't have a lot to say about Mark's segment except like I also teared up at that as well.
Yeah.
So oh, and I do think it was sweet when he talked about the stand up to cancer thing, where he was like, I wasn't gonna do the striptease thing, but as soon as I found out it was stand up to cancer, I was like, get me up there. I gotta do it. I thought that was like actually really sweet and cute.
Yeah.
Um yeah, and I also in that striptease segment, Jonathan was like, "Well, I haven't done it professionally," and I was like, "Mm-hmm." Uh, and then they're like, "Keith, what about like you saying it's your dream?" And he's like, "Well, maybe sometimes when you say something and it leaves your mouth, and then you go." Maybe I shouldn't have said that. That's kinda how I felt about that. Keith could
Yeah.
also potentially be Golden Bachelor. I wasn't thinking about
It's a
him, but
possibility.
he's likable. He could make it. It could work.
Yeah.
Um,
And Keith, also don't downplay your dreams because I have that same dream.
yeah, don't let
So
your dreams be dreams, Keith. We talked about this before. We really are feeling it for you, very much.
listen, I want all of Bachelor Nation to know that I'm gonna have the opportunity to bartend at a Thunder from Down Under show.
Oh my god. Are you gonna talk to
And
them?
if I seize that opportunity, I'm gonna say, put me in, coach. I'm ready.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I am. I have the
I like it.
opportunity if I choose to, if I click that yes box, then I
Opt
get to
into
do it.
life. Opt
Yeah.
into life. That's what I
Opt into
say.
life.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Live from a place of yes.
Yes. So like maybe
Um,
I can do it as like I tried to experience Keith's life for one day and this is what it
yeah.
was like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be
Well,
good.
just get a film crew and make it like a Vice thing
Yeah.
or whatever.
I'm trying to figure out if I have to wear a shirt or not. Because if I have the option to be shirtless and in a bow tie, I'm going to take it.
Yeah.
Uh, which it would be terrible for the patrons. They would definitely keep their eyes locked on the stage, I would imagine.
I think I can't wait to hear what happens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be like the Michelin Man, but like all the marshmallows are melting, and he's just got bones underneath. That's me.
I can't wait to hear about it. See what I'm
Please, no
saying?
pictures.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear what happens. Okay. Okay, anyway. Oh, what is this? What is this? I have no idea what this thing is.
This is my favorite part. I like when
Oh.
you don't know what the thing is.
Okay, this is actually really cool. It's a rechargeable electric lighter.
Ooh,
Hell yeah. Ooh, it's fancy looking too.
is
Look at
this for
how
your cigarettes for
look at
your
how stylish.
party?
No, it's for all of do you know how many candles I have at my house? It's
I know,
dangerous at
right?
my house. It
The
is
candle queen.
dangerous at my house. I
Yeah,
have all the candles. It also is like rechargeable.
that's
I think I
nice.
said that. Um, wow, this is cool. Okay, so it comes out the top here. Let's see if I can. I don't know. I'm assuming it's somewhat charged. Let's see. I'm kind of scared.
Do you have a bottle rocket you could light?
Whoa, look at that.
Whoa.
So wait, what do I do from there? Do I press it?
I think you just press it and
Yeah.
hold it.
Did you see it? Look
Yeah.
at. That's cool. All right. I love it because I have a bunch of candles and then they're really tall and they get really, so it's like I
Yeah.
need like at least kitchen matches and sometimes that's not even long enough. So we have like those, grill lighters at our
Yep.
house. But then it's like what happens is it always goes outside. It's in the garage. I can't find it. And they're
Mhm.
not cute. They're like
Not
red, white,
cute.
and blue. Like who cares? Um,
Yeah, and every time you see him, you should salute him.
yeah, obviously. So this is great because this is like very much my style. It's like rose gold, very classy. This is going to go. We do have a drawer called the candle center. This will be going in the
Mhm.
candle center, and it's never leaving the candle center except to be charged. So this is awesome, honestly. Like,
Thank you for the
Jilly,
hookup, Jilly.
Jilly, you're doing it. You're really doing it. That's cool as
Best gift
hell.
since dinner bell.
Seriously. I've used the dinner bell maybe twice for each Thanksgiving. Yeah, so let's see. Okay, then we get to Charles' package, and again, all
Mhm.
I do is cry. All I do is cry.
Oh, and his hair? Is that
I
James
mean,
Bond or is that
okay,
Charles?
how do you feel though? I actually, controversial opinion, I may like the gray better.
Mhm. I think he looks good either way.
I
Like, I
do
don't
think he
think
looks good
it's
either
like
way.
it doesn't work like, it doesn't transform him in any way.
It well, and I mean, you look at that old picture of like him and his wife, he looks like
Mhm.
that, you
Yeah,
know? So
yeah.
like it doesn't look bad, but it's also like I do like the gray. I think he looks good with gray hair.
Yeah, I mean, it's
So
like, who's your favorite James Bond? Is it Timothy Dalton or is it Sean Connery? They're both handsome. Come on. No
yeah,
bad choices.
one of them's like way meaner. But anyway, so so that's kind of an easy answer for me. Um, but yeah, like I think I mean, he made such a splash on the show. He's such a great human, and it's just like every single thing he says is so sweet and so
Mhm.
genuine that like I just start crying preemptively when he comes on my TV. It's like a Pavlovian response. I see Charles and I just start going, "Oh my god. He's so sweet. He's so sweet." Like I
Yeah.
can't handle how sweet he is. I'm glad they
Again, though, my controversial opinion remains, I love Charles more than life itself. Charles cannot be the Golden Bachelor. Like, it's not he can't it's not gonna work. Like,
I don't know.
he's too pure. Like
I think he is potentially too pure. I worry that if he does it, yeah, it's not gonna be I mean, it's not like he's gonna turn into Juan Pablo or anything like that. He's not gonna
no.
be a favorite that turns sour, but I mean, I don't know. I'm sure I mean, if he is one of them in consideration, I'm sure they're testing it out. They know
Yeah.
better than I do. You know, it's like there's people that we haven't seen very much of, and I think they did great. You know, it's like obviously Jen didn't have an awesome season, but I think she did have a lot of stinker men. Outside of Jonathan, very bright spot.
Mhm.
And Austin, man, I mean, I'm telling you, Austin was great, and who knew? Like he's been one of the like, you know, good dudes after the season. So he just didn't get his credit on the show. It's too bad. Um, but like she is such a good presence. She's got such a good personality. She was the right choice. I had no idea from what we saw in Joey's season that she was going to be
Mhm.
good. You know, Charity, I mean, Charity, I think is like one of the best bachelorettes. I know I've talked about this before that we've had of all time.
Oh, yeah, she's the biggest
Um,
surprise for me.
yeah,
Yeah.
like yeah, like we saw almost nothing. And I mean, of course, she was with like one of the most nothing bachelors, you know, so that was
Yeah.
part of it. And then just to see her like grow into her own and be like so dynamic. And then we get like one of the best, I mean, probably the best bachelor we've ever had with Joey. It was like gift that keeps on giving. I don't know. So anyway, anything could happen. I want to believe that I feel like they are starting to get a better understanding of who's good, but then again, every once in a while, you know, it goes south, but I do think there's a lot of good choices out of the men.
Yeah.
So, I don't there's not like a wrong choice. If they pick someone, I wouldn't be like, "No, not him." Like I literally can't think of anyone they would pick that I would be like, "No, you can't do that." So,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's the good thing. We never really get that. We're very blessed, but if the stars align and it made sense for Charles to be the Golden Bachelor, I would welcome it with open arms. That is my dream.
Mhm.
But I still think he'd be perfect for Golden Paradise. We need Golden
Also,
Paradise.
I would be perfectly fine if they, buck the trend here and they don't draw from a previous cast. Just
That's
go
true.
get a guy. Get a guy. Come
Just get a
on.
guy. Um, yeah. Now, and there's also talk about people are lobbying to have Alona Mar be the next Bachelorette, which would be really
Oh.
cool. But we'll see what happens. But that would be, I would like that. So that would, and there's a lot of Dancing with the Stars and Bachelor Nation crossover right now. Just a
Mhm.
lot. There's a lot of stuff happening there. So you never know. Like, I feel like like Bachelor Nation has boosted that, and the Olympics have boosted Dancing with the Stars this season like significantly. So
Mhm.
for them to pass that opportunity by, I think would be kind of foolish.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
saying. I think it would be Alona would be a really good choice. Um, okay. Oh, and then then there was that announcement where it was like, on behalf of Bachelor Nation, we want you to be the next Golden Bachelor. And I was like, don't toy with my emotions like this. I can't take it. I'll get upset. So it's time for another present.
What is that?
Sprinkles.
Sprinkles? Like the edibles? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Jelly mix. We have lots of
I was
sprinkles in our house.
afraid that it was just gonna be like large glitter or something, and then you're just gonna eat glitter and
No,
then
they're really sprinkles. They're from Jenna Cakes. Um, we actually have a lot of sprinkles in our house because Tuck eats a lot of ice cream with sprinkles in the winter. So I've made him
specifically.
yes, in the winter specifically. So I've bought him like sprinkle mix and stuff in the past, and uh we even have like a little thing, like a little Tic Tac container that
Mhm.
it says emergency rainbow sprinkles on it.
Just
So
in case he
that's
runs low.
Yeah, that's where we keep the emergency rainbow sprinkles. I'm not kidding. So this is very cute, and these are pink and lovely, um
That's
and
good that Jilly's thinking of Tuck too, you
mhm.
know?
Yeah, sprinkles. Yeah, they're cute. Oh gosh, Jilly mix.
Love a good Jilly mix.
Oh my gosh, I love sprinkles. This is exciting. Yee. Let's see. Oh, and then Pascal. We
Mhm.
have so first we have that great segment where Pascal's like, "Okay, everybody, you've been out at the pool, and like I think we all just need to relax, and I think we need some facials and some meditation." And he puts these face masks on the guys and like cucumbers on their eyes, and he's like, "Let's all meditate and chant to Joan." And this is what I learned from like monks or whatever. And then and my favorite part is that Jonathan's cucumbers are like falling off of his
Oh,
eyeballs.
everybody, and like somebody else has like one of those gel face masks on. It's
Yeah.
just like melting off
Yeah.
of his face.
I think it was Mark, and he was like
Oh, hey, Mark.
and
Yeah.
he was like sliding it up so that he could breathe. And then and then at the end Pascal's like, "I don't know anything about meditation. I just made all that shit up." Which is so funny. Yeah, Pascal is so good. Um I mean, maybe he could be the next Golden Bachelor. I don't know. Do you think
Pascal could work.
he moved on enough for them to make him the next Golden Bachelor? Like, do you feel like they closed the chapter enough?
Yeah, I think so. Like
Yeah.
he could work, and he's got the mojo to do it.
Mhm.
But I guess the only question mark there would be because of the way he left. It's like, is he ready for real love and a real commitment? Because Joan, obviously, I mean, we talked about this
Right.
last time when he was at his little fantasy suite date. And they're like, now we're gonna do the sacred love ceremony. He's like, how about the sacred best friend ceremony? Ho ho, come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying, like, has he
Yeah,
moved on enough? Does he I don't know if they, like, closed that chapter enough to,
yeah.
like, open it up. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I think we get away with it. I think we get away with it. Here's the better question.
Mhm.
Next season of The Bachelorette, we're gonna see Pascal's kid, right? Like they just rolled him out for like the
I think
third
they
time.
auditioned him. Yeah, I think so, because he said something like I had that in my notes. He said something like, "Dad, you've taught me how to be vulnerable." I'm like,
Mhm.
"Come on." That's
Yeah.
like, I'm
Also, how
using the
many kids did
script.
Pascal have? And then that's the one they're just gonna keep rolling it out?
Right, exactly. At least 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I know he's young, which isn't necessarily like a precursor for him, not doing The Bachelor or
Mhm.
something, but he's young in a way where like, there's people on the show that are 23 and you're like, "Okay, whatever," but he looks like a baby. Like, he
Yeah.
he looks young.
I mean, I don't know. I always think about Becca. Like, I think about
Mhm.
Becca on the show, Becca Martinez, and she was really young. But I mean,
Yeah.
like, she said she was ready, and she obviously was because she had a kid like really fast after the show. So
Oh, yeah,
she was
yeah. No,
ready.
she definitely was, yeah.
Yeah. She was like, I am no joke ready. So you never know. We'll see what happens. Let's see. Oh yeah. And then okay, real quick about Kim. So yeah, so like Kim comes in and it's like he's like, "Oh, yeah, that's just fallen off. We got to just rip that off. Start over. Make sure you close the door. The AC is going to get out." And then we get to see him do the song and everything. And when I saw all the men come out, I was like, "Is that the gay men's chorus?" And it was. And I was so happy that it was the gay men's chorus of Los Angeles that did the song. And he looked so touched. And
Oh,
he was
yeah,
like,
because it was his vision
yeah.
fully
And
realized.
he was like, "Oh my god, like, this is what," and he was, like, so pleased when they did this thing in the good night, and they really executed it absolutely perfectly, and
Mhm.
yeah, they got the vision. It sounded good. They did a good
Yeah.
job, so
Oh, if this was a just
heartwarming.
world, Mansion Men would be climbing the Billboard charts right now.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's in my heart, in my
Oh, it's in
mind, it
your
is.
head too, because when I joined our call to record
I was
this
like,
episode, you're like,
"Mhm, da-da-da-da,
Mansion," and I'm like, "Do you hear me? What are you doing?"
da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Just singing
We
Mansion
are the
Men to
Mansion
herself.
Men." Yeah, it's so catchy. Well, I just finished watching the episode too. I'm very behind this week.
Mm.
I mean,
What, are you busy or something?
yes. Yes, it's the end of my semester, okay? And I'm also trying to build a freaking computer. And then you were like, "Oh, I have friends, Sammy. I have friends, okay? I have friends that I see in real life, okay? I only see you in real life like a couple times a year. So I'm gonna hang out with my friends and I will see you on Monday, okay?" And I was
They
like,
came all the way from
"All right.
Michigan just for me,
Oh,
and
that's so
to go
sweet.
to the
That's really
House on the
sweet."
Rock, which yeah,
Oh, yeah.
which was
You
great. I hadn't
you
been there in
have to
like a
go to House
decade.
on the Rock. You haven't been
Gotta
there
go
in
to
a
House on the Rock.
decade?
Yeah, I went there
Oh,
10 years ago, and it was
wow.
beautiful, and I'm so glad I came back because I forgot a bunch of stuff, and I was like, "I remember that, that's great."
Tuck's never been to House on the Rock.
What?
I know. Okay, for
That's,
everybody.
again, like, one of the most Sammy-coded spaces that anyone could ever go to.
Oh, that's so flattering. That is so flattering. Okay, so for people who don't know, I'm writing down a timestamp right now because it's that important, and I'm like, this is clip worthy. So House on the Rock, for those who are not from Wisconsin, especially like southeastern Wisconsin and slightly north, um, House on the Rock is this absolutely fever dream of a house that this guy built. And it's like a museum, but also
Mhm.
kind of Frank Lloyd Wrighty, but like if Frank Lloyd Wright did a lot of drugs. Um, and then there's like, I don't know, there's all these like themed rooms. There's like a big carousel room. A couple things have been filmed there, like horror-y things and stuff have been filmed there. There's like
Mhm.
these big like orchestra rooms where like everything is basically like animatronics, like mechanical, playing music on its own. There's like really good 70s like conversation pits and stuff. And then there's like an old timey like street area where it's like old apothecary stuff. There's a bunch of like old billboards. For some reason, a lot of De Beers stuff. Why? I don't know. This is how
It's
good my
wild.
memory is. It has been a while for me too.
Yeah.
Um and yeah, I mean, and then there's like that one area where it's like you just it's like, oh, it goes off into infinity or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah, the it's
Yeah.
like an infinity walkway. But
Yeah.
the thing is like, so there's some themes that run through it, which is
Mhm.
like the automaton things where it's just like these little mechanical orchestras that play and stuff. There's the giant whale room, there's the giant
Yeah.
carousel room, and those are kind of the anchor points. But what I really like is all the weird in between stuff
There's a
where
lot
you
of weird
walk
in
into a
between
room and
stuff.
you're like, why is there a 50-foot hallway just full of weird guns? Why is there a 20-foot hallway just full of vintage cash registers? It is
Mhm.
the wildest thing because, and it makes you think too, like, did he collect all of these things and then they were just organized later? Or did he, like, briefly for just a week get hyper fixated on calculators and then just have a giant
Yeah.
calculator collection? It's
Yeah,
weird.
it's so weird. It's like, yeah, you don't want, if it makes sense,
Mhm.
you need professional assistance.
Yeah,
So
I would agree.
you would want it to not make sense to
And
you. Yeah.
the other thing that I really love about it is this guy for years, decades he lived here. Like, he was still adding things to it in like
Mhm.
1985 or something. I think
Yeah.
87 is when the infinity walkway went up. And so constantly doing these things. He never left. Like, the only time he left the country was one time he went to, like, the Netherlands or something for, like, a day or 2 just to get, like, a look at a machine that helped move, like, rocks or something like that, and they go,
Wow.
"Okay." So he literally flew there, looked at the machine, flew back, was like, "That's it. That's all I need." Never left. So this was his life's work. And the whole time, Frank Lloyd Wright's house, okay, Taliesin or whatever, that's what it's called, right? Taliesin? It is
Mhm.
right down the street.
Yeah.
So can you imagine you are like this revered architect and you're looking at this guy who has built a complete madhouse without a blueprint, by the way. And now it's a museum. It is wonderful. If you
Yeah.
are in central Wisconsin,
Yeah.
well, what are you doing? But glad you're here. Go to House on the Rock.
You should go to House on the Rock. Yeah. Yeah, it's like Tunnel Lady, but actually fun.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good way of putting it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Eel Pit Guy, but more enjoyable for all
Mm-hmm.
ages.
Yeah. And when you get about halfway there, there's a gas station / restaurant combo called the Pine Comb. And they have the largest baked goods I've ever seen in my
Mm,
life. So if you've ever said to yourself, gee whiz, I wish I had an eclair the size of a toddler, that's the place to get it.
that's the place to get them. All
Mm-hmm.
right. I don't know if I'm
Pine
going.
Cone sponsor us.
So I am not going to fully unwrap these because they're really nice and I don't want to like wreck them. So I'm just going to show you in the box. These are really fancy ribbons for gift wrapping. So people who get gifts
Ooh.
this year, look out, bitch. You're going to get cool ass gifts. These are
And
nice.
you better compliment the wrapping.
They're chiffon ribbon, very fancy.
Chiffon.
Yeah,
Ooh.
trio of ribbons for thoughtful gifting and joyous celebrations. Cutesy putesy, that's what I got to say about it. Wait, does it say? Oh, um, never mind. Just kidding. It's all in French. So my brain just short circuited. I'm like, I don't speak French. I can't read it. Where's Pascal when you need him?
Mm.
Anyway, so let's see. Joan. Oh yeah. So okay, this Pascal stuff. So I kind of like, I don't know, maybe I was distracted, but I didn't realize like when Pascal was letting Joan down, she was like, I don't know why I didn't read last week, like that she didn't feel lovable. That makes
Yeah.
me really sad, but I do feel like they resolved it. What did you take from that whole segment with like Pascal and then Joan coming out and them talking and all of that stuff?
Yeah. I think for her, the initial reaction, like Pascal did a great job of dumping her. That was an A
I
plus
thought so
dump.
too. Yeah, I really thought so.
Not a lot of times in this world will I
Good
say A
job
plus dump.
dumping. Yeah.
Yeah. But that was about as good as it gets. And I think for her, I mean, something's gonna hurt no matter what, especially when you get
Mhm.
that far. Like obviously there was a connection there. And it's gonna suck either way. And I think that reaction was just like all of your emotions are heightened. There's so much stress. And through this whole thing, she's hoping and praying that she has chosen the right guys and she will find the right guy. And she's invested so much into this that it's when it's not her choice, when
Mhm.
someone else makes that choice, then that's where that comes from. And just
Yeah.
and it digs up a lot of insecurities, I'm sure. So it was just like it was a real like honest and raw knee-jerk reaction. But also, I think Pascal did a really good job of just kind of taking her aside and being like, "Bro, we're cool. It's not you, it's me."
Yeah. Yeah,
But in a good way.
I think so too. Yeah, and I mean, I do think Joan means it when she says I genuinely want to be friends with all of you. Like that's the difference between, like was that just an orb? What just did something fall in front of you?
I
Okay.
don't
You'll all see it on the recording. You tell us. There
what?
was like a piece of like white fuzz that like fell right in front of
Ooh.
you.
I wonder if it's like a cat floof.
Yeah, it looked like I'm just gonna call it an orb, but no, it looked like a floof. Um, But yeah, I mean, I think she was being really honest about wanting to be friends with all the men.
Oh
And
yeah.
like, yeah, I mean, that's the thing about this show is it all feels so genuine and it's so different. And I really think younger groups could learn something. Like I always talk about Katie's season because I do think that was the one successful season where like the men were genuinely friends with each other and everybody
Yep.
there was a lot of non-toxic masculinity. You got to see these men cry together and I mean I think a lot of it had to do with Michael being on the show and just like talking so openly about, like being a widower and stuff. And
Yep.
so so we don't need to well, I guess that makes sense then, because a lot of the men on this show were also widowers. But
Yep.
it's like you don't need that to like have these bonding moments and like good male friendships. So, and I honestly like, yeah, I mean, drama can be fun and whatever, but it can also be draining. There is something that's very restorative about watching like, men in genuinely good relationship with each other have fun on TV. Like, I don't need the drama. Like, this is very fun to me. So, yeah, it was really a good time. I do want to show you. I knew this was it's all tangled. Hold on, hold on.
Oh, is this the skirt that was
Yeah.
foretold?
Yeah, this is my skirt. It's got a nice elastic waist and it's got, kind of like pleating.
Mm-hmm.
It's very cute. It's very me, and I don't think it'll be too long because I looked at the thing. It's called, and the color is Blue Serenity from Gentle
Ooh.
Fawn. Yeah, it'll be cute. It's definitely something that I mean, even like the shirt I'm wearing today, I'm like, oh, I'd wear it with the shirt. Um, so that's great. We already have options. We already have
Love it.
options.
Outfits
Um,
coming together.
yeah. Yeah, so Joan is like, "Yeah, I want you to," she said to Pascal, "I want the best for you. I want you to be happy." She wants to be friends with all the guys. And then we get bloopers. We get all the deep exhales sitting down,
Mm-hmm.
and all the snoring and, Jonathan being like, "If it's hot coming in, it's going to be hot going out." So, just saying,
Yeah,
it
it
was just
was
a
it was
lot of
good.
like
Just lots of old guy
dad
stuff
stuff.
happening.
Yeah,
Yeah.
old guy stuff. Sweat pads. The sweat pads were really funny. They're like, "I need pads. Give me pads."
Yeah, they were all
Yeah.
so sweaty. Which
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense because you got
Relatable.
hot lights on you. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
fine. Also
yeah,
relatable is like grunting every time you sit down or stand up. Like
yeah.
I do that as well.
I did that this weekend building my computer. I got up and I was like, "Oh," I'm so screwed up. Um, also, yeah, I think these were the best bloopers.
Mm-hmm. It was really good.
The best bloopers Bachelor Nation has ever had. I'm gonna just put it out there. Um, do you have, as I grab, I think there's one or two more things in here. Any
Mm-hmm.
predictions for the end of the season? What do you think's gonna happen? Is it just gonna be chalk all the way?
It's chock
The chalk
o'clock, baby.
train. It's
Yeah,
chocolate clock. Do you think Guy would be the next Bachelor?
he could be. He's the obvious choice. Like
Yeah,
if you want someone who is like created in a lab to be the Golden Bachelor,
no
it's
kidding.
Guy. Come on.
I'm like, that's too obvious. So I'm trying to like find another way around it. But ooh, sugar candy. Oh, it's a Swedish candy mix. I have never tried Swedish candy, but I feel like it's been all over my
I'm a fan of
FYP.
their fish. What is Swedish candy?
I don't know. I've heard like Swedish candy is like not as sweet, and maybe sometimes it's like salty or something like that. But I don't know if this one is. Um, I think sometimes it's like, well, no, is the salty licorice a different
Yeah,
candy?
there's I
That's
forget
like Norwegian, right?
Norway. Yeah, it's some
Yeah.
sort of Norse. I don't know what it is, but it's in that region.
I
But
just
yeah,
know
it's like
Swedish
black
candy has
licorice
something
that's
specific.
salted.
Yeah. But this also so I mean, I know, so there are people on TikTok getting like Swedish candy mixes of different things and stuff.
Hmm.
This is I'm like excited cuz I like candy like this. Sour watermelon, sugar coated strawberry and sour peach lips. That's
Mm.
what I got in here. Um Yeah, but they don't look that, like, the ingredients don't make them look that different from, like, other candy, except there's no high fructose corn syrup in it, so
Well, there you
thanks,
go.
Sweden. Definitely will eat these. Those look good as hell. Um Oh! Oh my god, these are fancy. Some birthday candles.
Ooh.
They're pastel, too. Everything's pastel.
To put on your cake that you're gonna bake, that you're gonna put on top of your cake plate, and then you're gonna invite me over,
And
and
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
put
smoke
sprinkles on it.
cigarettes.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. This is fun. And then you can put a couple of these candies on it, but I'll eat
Yeah,
them by then, so they'll be gone.
it probably won't happen. Yeah.
This is so cute. There's more stuff.
Jeez, Jilly.
Whoa, there's three more things. There's three more things in here. I was like really trying to spread it out, and now I'm like, damn, okay. Well, also, remember when I was like, did I get candles from Jilly? Well, I did now.
Oh.
Got candles from Jilly. Oh, I did order these. This was the add-on.
This
Was
was the
these paper
add-on.
candles. Yeah. They're nice. Because I like to light candles like this for Thanksgiving. I've got like two things of them. And these are almond colored
Hmm.
paper candles. I
I thought you
forgot.
just put them in your candelabra, and then you would walk around at night with it lit, and then your little knit stocking hat.
Yeah,
Is that?
obviously that's what I do. I don't know what this is. Is this jewelry? Oh, these are cute. Little bow earrings. Hold on.
Oh.
You can kind of see them. Stop focusing on my hands. Focus on the bows. I'm bad at this. I'm really bad at being an influencer. Good thing I can't influence anybody to do anything. God damn. Okay, you can kind of see. They've got like little. Let's see.
Sami, I actually do the exact opposite of what you tell me to do. So
I know that.
the anti-influencer.
I know that. Here, we'll use Jilly as a backdrop. Jilly in her fancy dress as a backdrop. Okay. Let's see if this works. It probably won't. Nope, it still doesn't work because my nails are too good.
They're too good. That's the
There, you
problem.
can
It really is
see
just
it.
a showcase for your nails.
Look at how nice my nails look. Yeah, they're cute. They're little bows, and they got little sparkly dews on them, and they're cute. It's Canadian, women-owned, sterling silver earrings with cute little. Well, and I'll look at her description as well. But those are adorable. Have we talked about? We shouldn't get into a rabbit hole at the very end of an episode. But have we talked about Lily Chapman before?
Lily Chapman? I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't think so.
Oh my gosh. That's a long road to go down. She's very annoying on TikTok. She basically okay, here's the latest thing though. I'll just say the latest thing. She's trying to pass off like drop shipped Alibaba jewelry as her own creation.
Oh.
And she goes and she says like she said something like these were all made like these were all my ideas and like I made these and I like, sent these to like a supplier or whatever these ideas and then they sent this to me or whatever or like a designer or whatever she said. And people have been able to like very easily track where the jewelry came from or like exactly what it looks like and they're like you can get it for $2 or you could get it from her for probably like 40 or whatever. Um and it's so obvious because there's like one jewelry store in particular that she really likes working with and she's gotten like affiliate codes for in the past.
Yeah.
And like 2 or 3 of the pieces look exactly the same as stuff on their website. Maybe like slightly different material. I'm like, but anyway, it just made me
This is
think
a
of it because
common
they were
thing
bows. They were
because
bow earrings.
one of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City was accused of the exact same thing of
I'm so
Alibaba
behind
and
on
her jewelry.
Salt Lake City, so I gotta catch up. Wait, which one?
Oh gosh. It's one of the blonde ones.
Whitney?
Yeah, I think it's Whitney.
I mean, because she does MLM stuff, so
Yeah. It's Whitney.
yeah,
It's Whitney.
yeah, that makes perfect sense. She's an MLM hun too. Um, anyway, this is nice too. This is a nice highlight. If you want a little razzle dazzle on your
Ooh.
face for the holidays, it's a champagne colored highlight. It's nice. Ooh, yeah, that's nice. It's got a nice luster to it. You won't see it on my pale ass skin. It's just there. Who needs white correction when you look like me? Just put my face up and that's it. Uh, oh, that's just the sheet, right? That you use. No, this is nice though. It's kind of you'll just have to take my word for it. It's got a nice sheen to it, so you can do that to have a little glowy look for for the new year and everything. This stuff is all very cute. Honestly, I don't
Good
know.
job,
Ranking
Jilly.
wise, this is pretty high. This is pretty high on the list of Jilly boxes because I will be completely 100% honest and say the thing that I got in the last box that's supposed to store things is still sitting in my office.
Oh
I know.
my
It doesn't
god.
mean that I won't use it. It just means that it's the middle of the semester and I haven't had any time to organize the house. And I could definitely put it in about a dozen places. And our house is a mess right now. It's just
You
like
know what you could do with that
chaos.
box? You could open it up and put all your excuses in it.
Okay, that's true. That's fair. That's 100% true and fair. Some of the things in past Jilly boxes I've really been loving and been using a lot. Number one, the mushroom necklace. I'm obsessed with it. I don't even like mushrooms, but I just think it's a really cute necklace. But I will say the one thing that's bad is it got a little knotted, so I have to get it unknotted because the pendant won't go back onto the necklace. So, but
Uh-oh.
I have a local jewelry store and we really like the jeweler there. So I'm gonna ask her if she can help me with that. And then maybe talk to her about some other jewelry. And then what else? What else? Oh, just today, I put on that puffer jacket that I got from a Jilly box last year. That blue puffer jacket.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
so warm. It is so nice. Today it was freezing outside. It was like freezing and really windy and just like cut to the bone cold here. And so that puffer jacket saved my life today. Love it. I wear that thing all the time in the winter and it's so cozy. Like it's just like a big hug. So Love that. I'm trying to think of some other stuff. I've been using the body butter that I got, and I think the last Jilly Box, I think I got in the last Jilly Box. I've been using that. So I don't know. Liking it, liking it. I'm really excited about this lighter though. This thing is awesome. Like this
Yeah.
is I'm gonna use the shit out of this. Um, very excited about the candy, very excited about the cake plate, very excited about the cake plate. I think that's gonna be fun. Obviously, yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to save this stuff for my birthday or just like celebrate something else. You'll just have to come over and then it'll be a celebration and we'll make
Oh,
like a pink cake and put
I
the
love that.
sprinkles
A
on and
celebration of Steve?
yeah, there you go.
Steve and Sammy's friendship celebration extravaganza.
How long have we been friends? Like, has it been a decade?
Yeah, it's been a decade. When did we start grad school? Yeah,
Like 2014?
yeah,
Long.
yeah. I'm like
A
really old.
decade. I mean, I literally just had this conversation with another friend of mine because we've been friends since I think like 2008 or 9 or something like that, or even like
Mhm.
2007. I don't know. And we were doing the math and he's like, "How long have we been friends?" And he's the one who's been helping me build the computer. And I was like,
Yeah.
like 17 years or something like that. And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "That's not real.
Your friendship can
That's not
almost
real."
vote.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild.
Mhm.
Well, wish it did. Anyway, so
Right?
anyway, but thanks everybody for being here. Can't wait for well, this week for the thrilling finale. And hopefully by then, I mean, actually, I think my camera did okay. I didn't see it pause at all. So
No, you did
I think
good.
we're doing okay. But hopefully very soon I will have like a new setup that won't make a difference to you. You won't see anything. I'm gonna sound
Mhm,
exactly the same, but I might look a
mhm.
little bit better because I won't be freezing because I have 64 gigs of memory on the
Yeah.
way. Okay.
And I'm still gonna look like trash.
You said it. I didn't. But until next time, friends, make sure you're doing nice things for yourself. Like engage in self care for real. Like if you need to do things like put on some nice highlight or, make something with sprinkles or just elevate your, like Dolly Parton cake mix and put it on a nice cake plate. Just
Mhm.
do that for yourself. Okay.
Yeah, and don't do needle drugs.
Took
Ugh.
me a second.
Ooh, this is good because if you're watching the video, it looks like a maraca. If you're listening at home without the video component, you think that there's something wrong with the audio track, but there's not.
Okay, I just stop that. I just go the whole like
It's the
three
whole
minutes.
time.
Yeah. All right. Bye, guys.